Hello, how's it going out there, everyone? I'm Cameron, and I'll be your host on this week's Talking Simulator, where I am playing the videoed game of Gloomhaven. I hope you'll. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. We played Gloomhaven, the tabletop game, for years. And I feel like towards the end, I was beginning to understand how it worked, though the idea of a strategy for it continued to elude me. So honestly, like, without knowing too much about the PC port of this game, I feel that I will have a better time at it than I did with the tabletop version. Because as much as I enjoy playing with my friends, there were a lot of weird rules in that game. A lot of rules that I had a hard time with, and a lot of times where we were just asking, "How does this work? Like, how does this apparently straightforward thing work?" So the option to have that mediated by a computer seems interesting to me. You know, um, well, yeah, exactly. Kind of rules that only become apparent or clear when a cold, calculating intellect decides that, just arbitrarily implements them for you. Because honestly, like, it, uh, it was. I found the Gloomhaven tabletop game to be a little player hostile. Just a little hostile. Which can be an interesting experience. Like, you know, Darkest Dungeon is a game that is kind of hostile to the idea of having a pleasant time playing it, but it doesn't really emerge directly in the form of how its rules tell you how to play. You know, um, shall we just give it a shot? Shall we just give it a shot? Well, Darkest Dungeon is firm but unfair. I would say harsh but unfair. Buy DLC. Yeah, this is a little aggressive. This is just a bit aggressive. Consume. I'd already bought your game, Gloomhaven. New? Well, I've played this before. I'm sure. Permanent enhancements will affect all. Oh, okay, that sounds interesting. Ability enhancements affect individual mercenaries and can be removed to regain 75% of their original cost. Costs have been in rebalance to encourage experimentation. Well, that sounds great. Enter guild name. Gloomhavers. This is challenging. Okay, Gloomer. Shine lacquers. Sure. Built different. Dilf different. Dilf bitterant. This is going to take 90 minutes, by the way. We're going to spend 90 minutes trying to figure out what our guild name is and whether it needs to include the word the. Yeah, this is like, I mean, I feel it needs like the glowing eyes. Yeah, the word the. Yeah, the friendly. This is, yeah, this is Doom. You're right. Easy mode in Doom had Doom guy with a pacifier. Or was that, no, that was Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein 3D had what's his name with a pacifier. BJ Blazkowicz, yeah. Canonically Jewish Nazi blaster, I believe. BJ Blazkowicz. D's Nuts LLC. We could always go for the Nihei. Just something completely unrelated. Toa Heavy Industries. Oh, we've hit the character limit. What is this? 5, 10, 11, 19 characters? Man. Clodder Transorbital. Yeah, who puts in a sub 30 character limit guild name? Drill Aerospace. Wayland 2NT. Oh my god, Corvus. Drill Aerospace. Yeah, Aeros, as in, yeah. Hello, Twirtle. Guild of Reasonable Intent. Unfortunately, it's 19 characters. Oh yeah, look at this. Friendly. Easy, hard, brutal, deadly. It goes, instead of blessed, healthy, easy, it goes friendly, easy, normal. What is this? Easy, normal. Okay, so normal is, I guess, completely unmodified. But easy, friendly. I guess friendly includes both healthy and blessed as modifiers. Okay, sure. That's kind of interesting. It's a little counterintuitive, but I guess maybe there's an increasingly, or a level of higher granularity. Oh, excuse me. Gloom transorbital. There we go. UVic alumni. Sorry, everyone, just one moment. Princess Auto. Princess Auto attack. Or just grinder. I mean, we're grinding for XP. Title did not update. I've updated the title several times now. Yeah, City Skylines 2. Gloom Aerospace. There we go. Attack modifiers, original. That's kind of interesting. A lot more consistency in the variant rules. See, we never got good line of sight rules. Right, yeah, and the summons were all, like, wonky. Sure. Would you like to buy more things? No thanks, I've already bought one thing.
Welcome to the harsh lands of Gloomhaven, recruit. You think you have what it takes to become a mercenary out there on the edge of the world? We are paid to venture into the darkest forests of the region and to step into ancient crypts with the unmistakable stench of death and rotting flesh. Lovely places to earn a name for yourself. Be ready to face cutthroats, undead, fearsome tribes, and dreadful demons from other realms. You didn't find yourself as a mercenary without knowing how to crack a few skulls, did you?
Yeah. 2 mercenaries in your party. Oh, I can't solo this? New mercenary. Select a Tinkerer. Cragheart. Scoundrel. Spellweaver. Loved my Spellweaver. Oh, no wonder I had difficulty. I was playing on hard mode. Yeah, mono barbarian. Choose a personal quest. Yeah, so many name this thing prompts. What is a Zorn? Sure. Study of anatomy. Oh, wait. Sawbones unlocked? Didn't like Sawbones. Didn't really enjoy playing Sawbones. And this is the, oh. What was Adam playing second? The, you know, all the bugs in the trench coat. Yeah, Joe's apartment. A Plague Herald. There you go. Who else does a lot of elemental stuff? Does anyone else do a lot of elemental stuff? Crag does a bit? Yeah. Okay, let's do Cragheart then. Gotta give... This made me so happy. Beach's name for his Cragheart made me extremely happy. It really wants to unlock Sawbones, doesn't it? Okay. Merchant shop. Cloak of Invisibility seems quite good for... And then... Stam Potion. Heater Shield seems quite good. Or am I missing something about it? It just like gives you a shield on any attack. Oh wait, you have to tap it. But then you can untap it later. Yeah, 1 attack per long rest, and this is 2 attacks per long rest. Well, let's get the leather armor then. Then a pot. Stam potions I remember being exceptionally good. They often give good rewards. That is a filthy lie, Gloomhaven. City events give good rewards. Liar. Liar. You are walking across the silent bridge, headed toward the Sleeping Lion to get a quick meal, when you see a quattrel standing in front of a small cart laden with plates of food and curious contraptions. Come try the delicacies of the East, the quattrel barks. Food enhanced with science. Flavors beyond your wildest imagining. You are poisoned. You are poisoned. Both of these are going to be bad. Fine. Ooh, we have been blessed. You decide to indulge in the unknown and see what the quattrel is offering. He looks very pleased at your approach and instructs you to inhale a tube of vapors, then take a bite from a bowl full of tiny golden spheres. As the spheres melt in your mouth, the taste mixes with the aroma of the vapors to create a wonderful experience. You pay what you can, but the quattrel seems solely focused on how much you enjoyed the meal. Well, that's nice. Black Barrow. All right, well. Ability cards. Reviving Ether, the single most important card in the deck. I remember liking Crackling Air quite a lot. Hardened Spikes. Ooh, healing as well. What does Nice Greg have? Ooh. How can we set each other up then? You know what? This is probably fine. This is probably fine. I mean, Hardened Spikes uses his infused green. Oh, but this infuses wind. You know what? This is fine. This is fine. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Everyone needs to eat. Whatever your reason for coming to Gloomhaven, out here on the edge of the world, that simple fact is never going to change. So when Jexera, a Valrath woman wearing a red cloak and enough gold jewelry to keep you fed for a decade, approaches you in the Sleeping Lion and offers to pay you 10 gold coins to track down a thief and retrieve some stolen goods, well, seems like as good an excuse as any to sober up and start paying off your tab. This thief has taken some important documents, says the red-skinned merchant, her tail whipping about in agitation. I don't care what you do to him. Just bring back what is mine. Based on Jexera's description, it was easy enough to knock around a few alley thugs and get a location of the thieves' hideout. You don't find yourself as a mercenary way out in Gloomhaven without knowing how to crack a few skulls. So your target is the Black Barrow. Sounds like a lovely place.
One time, no... A knapsack and a walking stick on the side of the road catch your attention as you pass by. You look around and see a man squatting in the bushes a small distance away. "Oh, hello," he says. "Good timing, actually. You wouldn't mind grabbing me some leaves, would you? It seems I've made quite a mess over here." Do we just rob him while he's popping a squat? Or do we bring him some leaves and presumably get stabbed? I presume that this is an ambush of some kind. Hey kid, what's brown and sticky? A stick. You gather up a handful of leaves and walk over to him. If you weren't quite sure what was going on before, the smell definitely confirms it. "Thanks a lot," he says cheerily. "Sometimes nature calls, am I right, gamers?" You cough in affirmation and quickly move on.
The hill is easy enough to find. A short journey past the new market gate, and you see it jutting out on the edge of the corpse wood, looking like a rat under a rug. Moving closer, you see the mound is formed from a black earth. Its small, overgrown entrance presents a worn set of stone stairs leading down into the darkness. As you descend, you gratefully notice light emanating from below. Unfortunately, the light is accompanied by the unmistakable stench of death. You contemplate what kind of thieves would make their camp in such a horrid place as you reach the bottom of the steps. Here, you find your answer. A rough group of
Welcome, Raiders.
who don't seem
Hey,
to have
Adam.
taken very kindly to your
Welcome,
sudden
Sea
appeal.
Chats. We're playing Gloomhaven.
One in the back matches the description of your quarry.
All right. 1 out of 2 battle goals. 1 perk point. Have 3 or fewer total cards in your hand and discard at the end of the scenario. There's no way we are not going to be able to accomplish that. Loot no gold piles or chests during the scenario. And I think we can let Nice Greg get the first kill.
Take care of these unfortunates, your target says, backing out of the room. You can vaguely make out his silhouette as he retreats down a hallway and through a door. Well, it's not every day we get people stupid enough to hand-deliver their valuables to us, grins one of the larger bandits, unsheathing a rusty blade.
Yes. We can't know what each other's objectives are.
Joke's on them. If you had any valuables, you probably wouldn't be down here in the first place.
No. Don't want to burn cards yet. All of these burn. What if Nice Greg went first? That burns as well. And then Nice Greg is going at 35, so we want to go after that. One, two, three, blam. This shouldn't be that hard. I just need to get back into the into the swing of things. Blah. They're going awfully fast. Okay, so they're just shielding up. Oh, I've played the game before, Ketcherdon. Spellweaver was my... Okay. Can we get all three of them with an impaling eruption? We'll flame strike this guy and impaling eruption the entire crew. Massive boulder. They're going to strengthen. Wait. Oh, the first one is the one that we select. How is this? Are you shitting me? No. There we go. Confirm attack, like that. Well, I've already ruined Nice Greg's day. Oh, wow. I didn't even see this. Opposing strike. That's really good. I just want like a normal attack to get rid of this guy. So we'll just use Rumbling Advance and I'll heal myself. Poison? Man? Let's long rest. Or, I want to heal myself in some way. Does the Spellweaver have any healing abilities? Select one card to discard. I feel like I've already screwed this up. Okay. Oh, all right then. Whiffed. Awesome. Don't necessarily want to burn anything right now. Where are my armor abilities? Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. I love how this works. Aren't you immobilized? You were immobilized. Also, why can't I use my armor? Also, didn't I have some kind of retaliate going? Oh wait, I did. It just did nothing. Didn't I use opposing strike? Oh no, it's just showing as being there. Okay. I'm very sorry I can't update the title. I'm sorry, everyone. I wish there was some way to update the title in order to reflect the fact that I can't update it. I forgot the Cragheart is a ranged tank. What if I shove this guy into this? No, but we don't have... What do we have anything infused right now? How do I ever use my leather armor? I need you all to group up, please. I think we're just gonna die here. Oh. Well, they missed their crit. Okay. Hmm. I would like to not burn this. Oh, wait. I can dirt tornado. And, shame. Just not immobilized, huh? And 0 damage. Hate this game. Where is the... Oh, that's where the way out is. Okay. Hey, Funk. How's it going? Sounds fun, Funko. I need to get my Phobos strike team finished. For Christ's sake. Hmm. How do we destroy obstacles? Don't you have an ability to destroy obstacles? Or did I burn it? Oh! I'm so bad at this game. That's who I am thinking of playing for the league. I've got like another week to get it done, right? Oh, traps aren't obstacles. Traps aren't obstacles, according to Gloomhaven. I can't even push them because I can't reliably infuse green. Man, I could really go for infusing some green right now. Is there any other way to push someone? Can I not just shove you?
Nothing more to do but lay them to...
Okay. I forgot how much I love Gloomhaven. Christ's sake. Okay. This game... Yeah. Man. Cool game. No, this is the essence of Gloomhaven. You have to accept the fact that you can die to a single crit at any moment. Well, it's not that the game is hard, because that assumes that you can plan for things. But it's just like, when a bandit archer with 1 health left one-shots one of your characters, it's like, okay. Oh, this was on normal. Ugh. This is normal difficulty. Ugh. I mean, restart round or just not play this. I forgot why I found this such a frustrating game to play. There is so much RNG in it. Like, Gloomhaven, I forgot how much RNG was in this game. Like, the fact that everything is... It's a game where everything is extremely tightly tuned, such that it always feels like you are on the verge of exhausting, which is interesting. Right? You were like, every time we played this, it felt like we were very close to exhausting ourselves. which is like, that's very tight balance. The problem is that there's so much RNG in it that it feels like you have very little control over that. Right, like the fact that it's just like, oh, this was a 4 damage attack, they critted. You know, you're running pretty close to the line for things. So you take 8 damage and exhaust. Yeah, and then the city events and travel events also can mess with you before the game starts, where it's like, hey, you know, do you eat the green berries or do you not? If you eat the green berries, you get a curse. If you don't eat the green berries, you starve and start with 3 damage. And it's like, why? Who is this for? One attack at the worst time possible? Yeah, I mean, like, I guess we have to burn a card, right? I think we just die here. Right? Like we... Okay. Why? Sure. The retaliate healed them. Apparently. Or no, they also healed too. Like, this sucks. I forgot how... As it turns out, playing Gloomhaven, if you aren't playing it with friends, is not, like... that entertaining. You can't even quit the game. Ugh. I also forgot how much time in Gloomhaven you can spend or you can waste setting up your attacks. And then Gloomhaven has this problem that I found where it's extremely difficult to plan your turn at all because you can do the thing where you say, like, well, my character can attack this and probably kill this mob if you want to, like, move forward. And you'll spend your entire time, like, planning around that. And then you'll just be like, miss, 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 miss. And suddenly, like, you're just sitting there taking damage from a mob that should have died. Like, the RNG in this is like a +2, -2, sure, but like the just repeated whiffs feel so bad. And I know that's a thing that's inherited from D&D, but it licks. Right, it's nice when it happens to you because it just, like, yeah, turn the crits and misses into a +2 and -2, but yeah, no, I saw that. It recommends that you don't turn that on. Though, like, the game actually does recommend that you not have that option. It recommends the crits doubled and the misses nullifying. Where is it? No, I guess it's an auto like, there is the option to change it. It's just extremely unpleasant. Because we're dead here. There's nothing we can do. Do we restart round? Nope, we're just stuck here. Abandoned quest. I hate this.
Take care of these unfortunates. You're well, jokes up. I guess we can just... Oh, it's a burn. Okay.
frost is infused, huh? Well, freezing Nova sounds great. And then, whoop, 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 whoop. Can I just punch them? I kind of like having... The Cragheart is so slow. I guess we want to constantly keep, where is it? Opposing strike up. Holy guacamole. Nope. Okay, well, maybe we should just move and attack. Currently have nothing. Hate this. Let's do it like that and let the Cragheart go. Okay, that worked better. Hmm. What if I just hit you with a big fuck off rock? I want to infuse green. Cragheart is immobilized. Awesome. I wish I could push uh the archer into one of the traps. But sure, let's do this. Why am I immobilized again? Hmm. What am I going at? 69? Nice. There we go. No, I want to be able to move. And brain, why can't we do this?
Kicking through the door, you find yourself face to face with the nothing more.
Cool. Cool. Oh, is that what it wanted? It wanted you to me to skip damaging adjacent figures. Sure. All right. Got lucky. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I hate you, video game. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Immobilized. Awesome. Really? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Please let me heal the Cragheart. It's range 1. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Okay, well, at least they're bricked this turn, right? Right, because they auto-target. Dead. Or exhausted, I guess.
The last bandit dead. Your target is...
Yeah, the fact that you don't get loot in a cleared area is really strange. I find that odd. Anyway, let's take a quick break, shall we? I'll come back with some more thoughts about this, and we'll see you soon. Hello, I am back, everyone. It seems weird to me that the least satisfying part of Gloomhaven is the actual planning level amount. Or the actual, like, act of figuring out what to do next. I really enjoy tactics games. I find them incredibly satisfying. The weakest part of them is what is usually excused as a appeal to realism, in that, you know, you have to be prepared for things to go wrong at any time because that's what can really happen, or you have to have depth to your planning. But many tactics games, the tactics games I have played have not really supported having that happen. Right? It's like, well, you just have to plan for your sniper to miss in XCOM, or for your shotgunner to miss a 99% shot in XCOM. Right? You know, this linchpin action can just fail. And what that usually translates into is you stop making any kind of, like, effort. You know, like, if those big dramatic moves can just fail, despite them being the ones that are supposed to produce the most dramatic results, like, it's no longer a big risk, big reward. It's a reasonable reward, big risk. Right? Like, I'm thinking of those events in XCOM where you set up an ambush and all four of your soldiers miss. Right? And that feels like something that just happens here. Yeah, if the risk is always significant loss, the rewards flatten out too. I like that, Mugi Lord. Like, the risk is the mission fails. It's not... The risk is not the attack misses. The risk is the attack misses, causes a cascading failure, the mission fails, and the campaign ends. Right? That is what the risk functionally is a lot of the time in tactics games. And the reward is you get to do that again next turn. Yeah, unexpected things can happen, plan accordingly, and everything you planned fails. Is the solution here to have bonus objectives? I don't know. I mean, we have been iterating on tactics games like this in this iteration on computers since the early 90s. But probably since before then, with tabletop RPGs since the late 70s. And then there's probably versions of it that existed well before that. Right? And yet I'm still playing games where you can whiff on attacks, and that causes a cascading failure. Yeah, for perfect information tactics games, there's always Into the Breach. Yeah, there's also chess, right? I don't know. I just find it satisfying when the difficulty is in planning not in RNG, right? It's very satisfying. Like, for example, Magic the Gathering, right? Having a complicated board state in Magic the Gathering where you know what your hand is and you can take steps to know what your opponent's hands are. And even then, by knowing the format you're playing, you can make reasonable, educated guesses as to what your opponent is on, right? And you can then plan out attacks with the resources available to you in order to put yourself into an advantageous board state. And it's very satisfying to look at this and say, like, okay, I can swing out with these creatures here, support them with these combat tricks, use removal in this situation, and then, like, they will have bad blocks. Right? When you can actually do the math in order to kill your opponent in a game of Magic the Gathering, that's very satisfying. But what if every time you attacked or blocked in Magic the Gathering, it did a random amount of damage? Yeah, I did like the 40k Souls-like, or not Souls-like, XCOM-like. XCOM in the French formulation, X-COMME, X-like. But then that also introduced RNG in other ways. I remember playing that game and getting to a mission where you had to go and destroy this big Nurgle plant and finding out that it just had like 30 health and damage reduction. And it was like, what? What? Mario vs. Rabbids did this correctly. But I did like that attacks always succeed. They might do more or less damage, right? And that at least narrowed the possibility space, right? You could say, like, at minimum or at maximum, even if RNG goes against me, I know if I direct 3 attacks against this target, I will kill it and I'll be able to move on. And that's something you can plan around. And I find that satisfying. I don't know if that's particular to me. Maybe I'm just playing these games wrong. Input versus output randomness is the technical term. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, well, like, being able to... This is the wrong formulation of this statement. I always like reroll mechanics in games, or something that adds some element of even illusory control over RNG elements. Right? In D&D, we would have generating advantage. In Magic the Gathering, they've tried various versions of this, things like scrying spring to mind. In Warhammer, you have, command rerolls. Sometimes these are push your luck mechanics. But I don't find that the RNG adds a lot to the game experience. When it's good, it is usually, you can never plan around good luck. You can only plan for bad luck. Right? Or maybe I'm doing this wrong, where I am supposed to be planning for good luck as well. And in games like Gloomhaven, where you have functionally a turn limit, right? There's functionally a turn limit in Gloomhaven because you have to expend 2 cards per turn. Every character has a limited number of cards that can be regenerated, but each time you take a long rest, you lose another card, right? Being able to exploit good luck, there's an interesting thought. Being able to exploit good luck. What if good luck didn't look like crits in these games? What if good luck wasn't extra damage, but it was an ability to exploit. How do I want to phrase this? What if when you hit a crit wasn't like a critical shot from a sniper? A crit was being able to seize the advantage in some way. Yeah, a shove or a trip, or just being able to like move a bit further. Yeah, your crits damage are often wasted in Gloomhaven, but missing is always awful. That is very true, right? You are never... sometimes you get lucky on an opening attack and you crit, and instead of doing 3 damage, you do 6 damage against a 5 damage opponent, right? That feels great. That's nice when that happens. It's usually surprising and frequently annoying. Right? Have you ever had the experience where you like crit and you're like, I was actually hoping to use like this attack on that enemy to like, you know, skip off of them? Oh, crit's giving you rerolls. Oh, I like that. I think that's really interesting, Blind Prophet. A crit giving a reroll later. Yeah. You keep talking. I wish I hadn't critted there as his Pokemon. Crits gave inspiration, and you could have multiple inspiration at once. I mean, yeah, an enemy crit, I don't know. As a GM, I have never been in a situation where I have critted a player character and been like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted to have happen. I wanted my monster to kill this guy. Right? It's interesting sometimes in a boss fight. But frequently it's just not good storytelling. I mean, I guess as a good GM, you can make it good storytelling. But, you know, in a mook fight, you're fighting goblins and a goblin just crits the wizard and kills them outright. I don't think anyone walks away from that experience feeling good, right? Crit should expand the play space, I think. Right? Like, I think back to one of the games that I played in as a young adult, where we got absolutely rolled in a boss fight. We bit off more than we could chew. We went after the big bad, and the big bad was a significantly larger threat than we thought. We kicked in the door, and it wasn't like a low-level crime boss. It was some kind of interplanar entity that was, you know, getting a plan rolling. Smash cut to the player characters in a cage on an island of zombies. And the big bad being like, you just wasted my evening. Now you're going to provide me with a little bit of entertainment. Also, I feel the spellcaster unbalances this encounter, so I'm going to remove his tongue. Anyway, play. That was interesting. That was cool. I liked that a lot. Because I, as the spellcaster, suddenly had no tongue for like 2 months of gameplay. And I trusted that GM a lot. But that was like, you know, when something happens and suddenly what you thought was the campaign is now like, well, okay, we're playing this now. That's neat. Fundamentally, what do we talk about when we're talking about crits? Is something unexpected happening. Something that isn't impossible, but something unlikely happening that makes you happy. What other ways can we think of for that to make sense? Crit should add drama. Yeah. Hard for that to work in a computer game. Also very true. Yeah, hard for you to completely restructure a narrative in a video game. Oh yeah, the crits in Vampire 5th edition are amazing. I like when we were playing Not a Drop to Drink, the cascade of messy crits we had not only provoked a fight that we had been kind of hoping to avoid, but made the fight wildly hilarious. Wildly hilarious. Right? It went from we want to evade these guys who are following us on the highway to this is Mad Max now. So, I don't know, programming team for Gloomhaven, get on that for us, please. On a trip to Newmarket, you see a curious sea chart prominently displayed in a Volrath merchant's stall. Ah, I see this interests you, he says while holding it up, taking great care not to damage it. I've been told this map will lead you to a location of untold riches, wondrous beyond anything you have seen before. The Volrath gestures grandly with his free hand and his smile grows wide. How can you say no to this? Just make me an offer. Alas. W5 crits, 1s and 2s on rage dice count as extra 10s on attacks. Ooh. I mean, I guess in Werewolf that makes sense, right? Or does the banking crits later just lead to a homogenization of experience? Or is that how you actually represent an elite team? Someone who is just able to go in and accomplish things, right? I feel that like lowers drama instead of heightens it, but maybe that's just how you identify truly elite heroes. They're just extremely reliable and dependable. Anyway, this is like, as far as I understand it, not terribly well understood problem in game development. Okay, TS Terrapin, I like that. Yeah, it does depend on goals. In a tactical war game, right, using resources to mitigate RNG does reinforce the feeling of good planning being rewarding. But in a narrative-focused game, it does lower drama. Yeah, I suppose it's totally reasonable for those to be very distinct goals. Maybe, yeah, not even like mutually achievable goals. We want to be constantly infusing things. I seem to remember really liking crackling air. Maybe I just need to actually learn how to play these characters before I start futzing with them too extravagantly. Encounter. You find yourself cutting through the dense underbrush of a forest when you notice a number of small woodland animals running along the forest floor in the opposite direction. Mice, squirrels, ferrets, they all appear to be running from something up ahead of you. You are filled with a troubling sense of foreboding as you catch a whiff of smoke in the air. Run away. Discard 2 cards each. Well, auto lose the scenario. We've lost this scenario. Do we get an additional reward for it if we accomplish it like this? Absolutely not. Our chance of survival, though, has now been slashed significantly. What is this supposed to accomplish? What is the goal that this event is supposed to accomplish? Yeah, like I suppose this is supposed to make you feel like anything can happen. But this is just our maybe I'm completely overestimating how bad this is, but this feels extremely bad. Like not like, oh, I'm having bad feelings about this, but this feels like a devastating blow to our chance to succeed here.
The stench of death and rotting flesh gets thicker as you kick past the corpses of your foes and head deeper into the underground burial site.
It's skip one turn, yeah, but it's not just skip one turn. You also lose, like, you have to... Yeah, it's lose 1 turn per rest. Like, I think it's significantly worse than Can I see what these are first? Christ's sake, sure. I just want to hammer someone extremely hard. Can't I move here? Is this not a real tile? Where is the retaliate armor? Do I have a top card move? I don't. Wait, that wasn't what I wanted at all. I wanted the retaliate card. Dang it.
open the door to a large crypt littered with coffins. At the back stands your quarry. He fits the description, but there is something previously unnoticed in his eyes. A dark, otherworldly force. Who are you to think you can interrupt the work of the Gloom? A dark energy engulfs his hands as he speaks. I will show you what you are dealing with.
I think I messed up there and did not get the first kill with my... Oh, thank you, Dr. Cthulhu. Ruffling Mao. You could not have picked a worst possible. No! No, 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 no. Mm. Hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. I don't want to use this because I think the Crag Heart is... Yeah, I want the Crag Heart to get this on Dirt Tornado. Good. Awesome. Okay. Did the Dirt Tornado not hit the... Okay. Fascinating. Um, hate this. Okay. Gonna receive 0 damage there. Prefer that. One, two, three. Okay. Crit the archer. Do a little damage to the bandit leader. And do sweet fuck all to the bones. Damage 0. Cool. Can't move far enough with rumbling advance. I just want to... Well, we could crater and then... One, two, three, four. Then avalanche. Sure. More living bones. Good. Yeah, I'll use the fire here. Okay, okay, that hits at the beginning and end. Huh, dead motherfucker. Yeah, pure skill. Suck it, loser. Ow, my spine. Um... Oh, it's range. Don't. You're on your own. No, I wanted to center it there. Okay. Aren't you muddled? One. Nothing. Hmm. Really? This feels like an awful lot of crits. Gotta say, the effects in this game and the music feel all a little generic. You know? No, my loot.
Sifting through the carnage left by the battle, you find a cache at the back of the room, containing the scrolls you were hired to collect. You can't help but rifle through them a bit, but find that the writing upon them is in some unknown archaic. One thing that does jump out at you, however, is a map of the northern countryside. I've been contemplating whether you want to find out more about this so-called gloom. You decide that the spot could be a point of interest for you as well, but that can be forgotten for the moment. You pack up the papers and head back to Gloomhaven to collect your reward.
I have 100% control over which enemies die first in this scenario, yet I've failed this personal goal twice. 100% of the time.
Meeting Jexera once again at the Sleeping Lion. You hand over the papers and are paid the agreed upon amount. You know, she whispers to you softly under the bustle of the tavern, if you're interested, I may have another job for you. A tribe of Inox in the Dagger Forest has ransacked a couple of my caravans headed to the capital.
Yeah, we don't do a colonialism around here.
I told them, militia, but they do nothing. She spits. I can point you in the direction of their encampment. If you can make an example of them, I will pay you even more. She places a crude map of the forest on the table and stands up, her jewelry clinking with the movement.
We didn't agree to anything,
Come
Jexera.
find me when it is done.
I will say that I like this implementation of Gloomhaven a lot more than the tabletop version. How did we get the Crypt of the Damned? I thought we wanted to be up near the Still River. Ah, that's it. The bend in the Still River. Well, this is definitely Gloomhaven. This is 100% Gloomhaven, and nobody will ever be able to say that it's not. We do have the option of giving money at the temple in order to get blessings. Right? We do have this ability to burn resources in order to acquire favorable RNG. Or slightly more favorable RNG. I don't want additional crits. I want fewer fails. And like by adding 2 more blessings to our deck, we do lower the probability of drawing our fails. But it sucks, right? Like, we do have this small amount of control over our yeah, the eagle eye goggles do add advantage. That is true. We could look into those. There's so much, though. There's so much. And it's not a bad game. It's just like a lot of the implementations feel needlessly adversarial. This really feels like it was made by people who really missed Dark Sun. Did you ever play AD&D Dark Sun? It was a setting where you made 3 characters, and frequently you would run things into encounters like, you discover a box on the desktop. What do you do? If you open the box, there's a scorpion inside it that stings your character, and you die. It's just like, this sucks. Dave, why are we playing this? Why are we doing this? And your GM would kick his little legs in the air and be like, oh, I got you, you son of a bitch. And be like, what are we doing here? Why are we doing this? And the inevitable answer to any of this is, in the early 20th century, we decided it was a good idea to start adding lead to our gasoline. And this has made people into assholes for several decades running. It is our global misfortune as a species that we added lead to gasoline. I can't think of a worse decision point in the universe than like, hey, you guys are burning an awful lot of this stuff. It's going to have deleterious effects on your planet. Do you want to add in a cognitive impairment too? Do you want to add something that's going to make it hard for you to make decisions? Anyway, controversial opinions. Anyway, that's it for the stream, everyone. Thank you for being here, and I will see you later with more Talking Simulator.